Yo guys, welcome back to Videomas Day 13. So today's video is going to be something that regularly does pop up every year or so in Videomas content. It's going to be a ranking of a movie franchise, film franchise, TV/movie franchise, which, yeah, whatever you call it. Yeah, so this one is going to be about I'd probably say classic English teenager comedy. You know where it's going now, hopefully. The Inbetweeners, which had 3 seasons and 18 episodes, 6 episodes in each, and 2 films or movies. Yeah. So this video is going to be about me just ranking the Inbetweeners movie and the Inbetweeners 2. Yeah, it's probably going to be a short video, but I want to get something out for you guys, and hopefully you might like my view. Sorry about that. My face is pretty orange-ish from my iPad reflecting. Yeah. So I'm going to do it from 2-to-1 format, which you might not like how that's done, but to me that just builds the suspense. Even though there's only 2 movies, it's not going to be really that much suspenseful. Yeah. So in 2, we've got, which might be an unsurprising one. It is the Inbetweeners 2, which revolves around the main 4 of Jay, Simon, Neil, and Will, going on a little gap year / holiday to Australia, where shit happens. I'm not trying, even though the movie's been out 10 years now, I ain't trying to reveal nothing. So it basically involves them where they meet up again for holidays. They've all had breaks and they're all doing their own thing, but in the lead up to something, they all meet up in Australia because Jay's having a gap year there, which, if you've seen or heard about anything of the Inbetweeners, this is pretty much an Inbetweeners episode just spanned out to the whole 90-ish minute movie. But yeah, for me, I enjoyed it. It's just what you expect from a movie of that caliber. I'm sorry if I'm just not making any sense. There was funny shit like the water park, them being stuck in the middle of nowhere, even almost being tempted to drink each other's piss, which, you don't know, you might actually end up doing that. Yeah, so that comes in second. I'm not saying in any way that The Inbetweeners 2 is a bad movie. I think I just, on rewatchability, would rewatch the first one more than this one. Yeah, so on that, in 1, we've got the only other movie that has come out. It is the Inbetweeners movie, which this was pretty much set as a basic straight after continuation of the TV series. Yeah, and they were originally planning on having the Inbetweeners movie be the last thing for the franchise or the series. But yeah, so this one is pretty similar in plot to how the second one was. This one is that they go away to Malia, which is a city in Greece, I believe. Yeah, and they're just basically having just a hell of a time of what you would do if you were a nearly probably 18-year-old. You would go drink, try and hook up with some chicks and that. Yeah. So for me, when it came out in 2011, I would have been young, probably didn't watch it around then, but it's just a movie that I've just enjoyed. That's the thing. I think if you'd have to enjoy the Inbetweeners movies and the TV shows to enjoy the movies. Yeah. Like, I enjoyed the first one purely because it more felt like the vibes of an episode, which I guess is what the second one did as well, but the second one just felt not too big, but the idea was like, oh, they're going to Australia and that. It's like, okay. While the first one is literally the same thing for the second one, just purely executed a tiny bit better. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to just repeat it again. In second was the Inbetweeners 2, and in first was the Inbetweeners movie. Yeah. I'm sorry if there's not really much detail about this. I'm probably not the best person to be ranking or talking about movies and that, even though I'm a big movie and TV guy myself. I just don't go into too much detail about it because everything that gets made is good in its own right. Look at Madam Web. I surprisingly didn't hate Madam Web as much as everyone else has, but I can also see where everyone's coming from. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow for day 14. See ya.